Hey guys, so this is the new update to my private world. So, the Void kinda woke up after like 3 years. Now that it's awakened, it has now been branching through my private world and trying to destroy everything. It has been destroying more plants, and and since that one time, it literally opened a gate, a gigantic gate underneath the hub, and literally swallowed it whole. Was that was the last time it opened. Last, like, if we don't count that time, it hasn't awakened in over like a trillion years. So yeah, that's interesting. But here's the new update in my private world. So, the void has smashed through the railings here. Corrupted a lot of stuff. If we come in here, you can see the void event, and anyway, now I'm going to show you some other stuff. The TechWeb tower has been closed due to the fact that the void has broken inside of it. The I Expect You to Die room is under repair now after the void absolutely obliterated. As you can tell, the void broke open the railings here, so you can now leave the lab. As you can tell, the TechWeb tower is still accessible by getting outside the map and going through this smashed window that the void smashed in. I don't know why I'm touching the void, I definitely should not be. Look at all the beautiful items you can purchase. So, here is a bit. So the void is its own dimension, but the dimension was alive. But the dimension was alive, and it wanted to be able to exist in physical places. So it created the physical void. This is the physical void. It cannot hurt you unless you stand on it for too long, and it cannot really do anything. If gnomes touch it, they turn into void dwellers. Now, void dwellers are evil. Well, not really. Some of them are actually pretty nice, but most of the time they just turn into evil murderers and kill every single nom they see. By the way, inside of the JVR universe, gnomes are called noms. It's spelled Knoms, but with a silent A, so it's noms. The void dwellers used to live inside the place that is now known as crafting PvP. Back when the hub was swallowed whole, they created their own little house there, and basically they lived there until the anti-void came to be. It somehow started moving, even though it's an entire dimension, created a physical version of itself, just like the void did, and then it came. Let me think. This was a while ago now. It came over to where the hub had been swallowed by the void, and got rid of all, and closed the gate, got rid of all the void dwellers there, and then created crafting PvP. So, I'm now going to give you a tour of what has happened to I Expect You to Die room. Anyway, s- but anyway, the thing that has happened to the I Expect You to Die room is the void has broken in here, and there is now multiple people trying to pick it up a bit. This is a void dweller. It is currently literally being held captive by its own person, but it is currently alive, and if I get any closer to it, it will probably. We are still doing repairs to the I Expect You to Die room after the void smashed in here. You want to know what's weird about it? About the void has literally is creating the 2.0 signal again. Every piece of technology it touches or gets close to gets the 2.0 signal. This sign, that computer, the giant screen on the wall. Like, it's so weird. I don't know how in the actual hell these people aren't turning into void dwellers, but they aren't, so. This is the void item creation unit. We managed to harness some void, put it inside of. No, I'm kidding. The void just touched the goddamn thing. It's physically impossible to harness the void and use its power. But anyway, whenever you put an item in here, it will turn it fully black. I'm not going to do that now because it is highly unstable and will probably blow up. This is the containment chamber. It will have that void tentacle in it whenever they finish moving it. They're taking forever, I swear. They're not even good at their job. The stash is the thing that has been mostly repaired right now. But more will be in future. So, yeah. Anyway, so that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing since we are extremely close to 100 subscribers. Last time I checked, we only need 25 more subscribers. But anyway,